FMTV.
Greetings, my name is Dwight Mutonono. This is the third in the series Christianity and Democracy. And we're talking about the indirect biblical support for democracy. Today, I'm going to be talking from Romans chapter 13, verse 4, which says that God has instituted these civil authorities as his servant for the citizens' good. I've paraphrased that, but basically what Romans 13:4 is emphasizing is that rulers, whether they are kings or emperors, a ruling council, whatever governance system that you have in place, that governance system has been put in by God, and it is God's servant for the good of those who are ruled or led. So God institutes civil authorities for our good. And when you then look at that, it makes sense that those who are being governed, if it is for the good of those who are governed, it follows, a few things would follow from that, and I'm going to point out three things that follow from the fact that it is for the good of those that are governed. If it is for our good, then we should be able to choose what we feel is best for us. So that's an argument indirectly to support democracy, that if the leaders are there for our good, then we are the ones who need to be able to say, this is what we feel is our good, this is what we would want to be done for us, and this is the direction we need to take. And then secondly, when we make bad choices or mistakes, at least we are empowered as adults to choose what we want after that, or we are empowered to be able to remove those bad choices that we would have made. So, because human beings are not perfect, the chances are that we are going to make a mistake sooner or later. But in a democracy, you don't have to live with the mistake forever. You know that in a given period of time, you can fix it. You can get rid of the ones that you have chosen, and you've chosen badly. So that again is another indirect biblical support for democracy, that we know what is good for us, and when we see that those who are leading us are actually not operating in our best interests, we've got the power to then remove them. And then thirdly, rulers should not operate from the premise of thinking that their policies are for the people's good, or that they know what's best for the ruled. You see, when those who lead us begin to operate at the level of saying, well, actually, as your leader, I know what's good for you, and I don't think that this is best for you, and I'm making decisions which are in your best interests, you will then have a problem, because we are adults, we are not children. And as grown adults, we need to be able to make those decisions for ourselves, and to be able to say, this actually is not best for us, and we do not agree with you, sir or madam, and we feel that your time is up, and we need to be able to choose another leader. So from Romans chapter 13, verse 4, I would like to make that argument that civil authorities are God's servant for our good, and we need to be able to determine what is good for us. We'll continue tomorrow, or in the next session. We're talking about how government works best, in what the best form of government actually is.